Hey, are you interested in playing the latest Princess Peach Showtime? The game is now out and you'll be fully playable now into your PC. So if you have a decent PC or a Steam Deck, then you'll be able to play this game easily. So first of all, what you need is that you'll have to have a copy of all the 3 files that I have highlighted here in my desktop. So be sure to follow all the steps that I'll be showing you. And also you will need to install an application called Ryujinx emulator. So Ryujinx emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Switch games into your PC. I'm gonna show you that I have all of the Switch games here, and you'll be able to play Switch games with Ryujinx emulator as long as you have all of these 3 files here is installed in Ryujinx. Without these files, Ryujinx is useless and will not be able to play in Switch game. And again, I'm gonna show you that I have Princess Peach Showtime, and it's in XCI file format. And it's in the first version, which is 1.0.0, and it's in a 7.4 GB file size. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx emulator, and to do that, it's just you will need to open a web browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator and hit search in Google search. Then ryujinx.org is their official website, so be sure to click on that. Then click on the Get Started button. And then you can choose on which device or system you want to install Ryujinx. So there are 2 versions of installer for Linux, so be sure to get them and clicking download. And for those who are in Mac, be sure that you are on macOS 12 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx. And for those who are in Windows, be sure that you are in Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC for you to install Ryujinx emulator. So since I have already installed this and I have the installation process for this is really easy to do and it's really straightforward, so I'm just gonna skip this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do. So go ahead, click on download now and install it into your PC. So I'm just going to minimize this and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Ryujinx. So go ahead, open Ryujinx. Your Ryujinx emulator will not look like mine here because it is not capable of detecting Switch games yet, because you will need to have the 3 files here installed in Ryujinx first. So first of all, what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 17.0.1 in order for it to play Princess Peach Showtime. And the game's file format should be in XCI or NSP file format, so that Ryujinx emulator will be able to boot up and play that game. Now, if you're asking me on how to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which is fully modded and have installed a custom firmware in it, because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on the system files, all you have to do is just to look for the keys and firmware file of the Switch and just transfer them into your PC because you have access on it into your system file of your Switch. And to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally on the physical game, wherein you have purchased it from a physical store. So once you have done that, you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSP file format, just like right here. Now, for those who want to try out the game but don't have a Switch and don't know where to get all those files, all you have to do, guys, is just scan this QR code here in your QR code reader into your mobile phone, so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get a copy of all these 3 files. So be sure to check out the files that I've highlighted in my desktop, check it out into the page that I've sent you, and be sure to copy them and transfer them into your PC. Mine, I have put them into my desktop here so that you can easily see them, but for you, you can store it anywhere into your PC. So let's go ahead and install them in Ryujinx. So open Ryujinx, then go to File, go to Open Ryujinx folder, and then Open System folder here. Click on that, then open the keys zip file in the desktop or whatever you have stored them into your PC. Open that zip file, and then just copy the product keys and title keys inside, drag and drop, or copy and paste them. If it is your first installation, then this folder should be empty. Once you're done, close in these files. Now, the next step is to install the firmware. To install the firmware is just you go to Tools, Install firmware from XCI or zip file. Locate on that firmware file and hit Open. It will say that we'll have to install this firmware version. You will have to say yes and say successfully installed. And also, right down here below, it says system version 17.0.1. That is the same as the keys and the firmware. And that is a successful installation. And also, your Switch games will now be detected in Ryujinx, so you will see their game icon. So if a game doesn't have a game icon, that means they're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code they put on the screen, so that you'll only be able to play Princess Peach Showtime with the files that we have given you. Now, for the next step is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator. And to optimize your Ryujinx emulator, all you have to do is just go to options and go to settings. You should follow all my optimization settings so that you'll be able to play with no graphical glitches, bugs, and drifting into your playthroughs. So these are my settings for the general tab. Again, please do pause the video, okay? And copy every setting that you see here. So the game directories could be anywhere into your PC. Be sure that you store them in the SSD, and it's in XCI or NSB file format. Now once you're done, go to input. I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller because it's better to use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard when playing Switch games. So if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, connect them here, map them up according to liking, but the dead zone for both left and right sticks, you should change that into 0.20 or 20%. Once you're done, go to keyboard and hotkeys. These are default settings, so you'll need not to copy anything. So system. You can change the system region, language, time zone, system time to whatever you like here, because there are games that if you change the date, you can progress it much faster. So in CPU, go to CPU. So these are really simple settings, so be sure to copy them. Once you're done, go to graphics, most important part of the setting, so be sure to copy everything that you see here. So graphics backend, it should be in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. Features and enhancements, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of Switch. But if you're having performance issues, you should change it back to the native resolution, which is 720p or 1080p. Once you're done here, go to audio, really simple settings, so be sure to copy them. Now go to network if you want to play online, so be sure to copy my settings here to be able to play online. Once you're done, hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC, such as Princess Peach Showtime. So, a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running to my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is. And if I showed you a gameplay of this game running to my PC, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down the same way as what they have done in Yuzu emulator. Yuzu emulator is not first Nintendo Switch emulator, and they are gone now, as well as the Citra emulator, which is for the 3DS. So I hope you guys don't understand all that part. That's why I can't show you any gameplay at all. But I am willing to compromise a little bit to show you proof that this video tutorial is working. That's why I will try to boot up the game into the title screen of Princess Peach Showtime. And once the game is boot up, I'm just gonna stop the emulation from there. So I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out, guys, okay? So that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So, I am now in the title screen, so I'm just going to stop the emulation here. As you can see, as long as you have followed all steps that I've shown you guys in this video tutorial, you'll be able to play Princess Peach Showtime into your Ryujinx emulator perfectly with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and bye for now.